Hand one. We're going to talk about some ideas that you should be thinking about when you're in a competitive auction. And I'm going to narrow this just to imps, right? Because we run into some more risks when we're competitively bidding at match points. One, that you get doubled a lot more at lower levels than match points, and that doesn't normally happen in imps. So think of this discussion in terms of just an imp bid, all right? Where you are unlikely to get doubled at lower levels. You know, I like to do it, but it's a dangerous practice. First of all, South's hand has 11 points, and it has a 5-card major. I would not be passing this hand, right? The spades are preemptive at the 1 level. We may have a fit. All sorts of good things can happen. Nothing bad can happen. If my partner decides to make a 1 no trump forcing bid, playing 2/1 or a semi-forcing bid, since he's a passed hand, I just simply pass. We buy it at 1 no trump. So I'm happy pretty much wherever it goes. We go to West and we discover that West has the big hand, right? West has 15 points and has the perfect shape for a takeout double. Again, another competitive auction trick, right? A takeout double. The North's partner opened 1 spade, and we have 9 points. And we have an interesting hand, right? A 2-spade bid here to most people could be anywhere between 6 and 10 points, but we actually have a constructive hand, right? Because we have the 6 and 3. We have 9 points, right? So we have more than just some crappy 6-spade. Hey, I'll bid 2 spades to keep competing, right? We have a little extra. Remember that we have more than we're showing. We're still going to bid 2 spades, but we do this, and we know we have more than we're showing right now. Partner doesn't know something about our hand. We bid 2 spades. When you're sitting in East seat, you have a 6-card suit, and your partner has made a takeout double. Now, you know he's probably got 4 hearts, right? But he's also essentially showing spade shortness, right? So he should have 3 clubs. He's not going to take out double with no clubs or with 2 clubs. He's going to have at least 3 clubs. He may have 4. You're looking at having a 9-card trump suit or 10-card trump suit, and that's the way you need to focus on this. Also, focus at the points going around the table. Partner and South have opening hands. You have 5 points. So just give them 26 between them, and you're 5, right? It's 31 points right there. And that leaves North with 8 or 9 points. If North and South have, close to 20 points in a spade fit, they're making 2 spades. They're probably making 2 spades, right? If they make 2 spades, that's plus 110. Why do you want to settle for plus 110, for a negative 110, right? Them making 2 spades is a plus 110. So you could be negative 10. You might as well be negative 150. Negative 50. Right? By just going down 1, you can be negative 50. If you're making, you can actually get plus 110, right? So you could be doing great. There is no reason in the world to let them play 2 spades, which happened at 3 of our tables. Okay, you have to respond to that double. And you do that by betting 3 clubs. You got a 9-card fit, probably, at least. Right? Now, going back to the opening bidder, South, 11 points, right? He was trying to be preemptive, in a sense, with his 1-spade bid. He did find a fit, and he's driven them to the 3 level. And he needs to be careful here. He can't just willy-nilly bid 3 over 3. He has to have a reason to do that, right? And we don't. We showed our bid with that first stretch to open 1 spade, so we pass. So it comes to North. Now, North has more than he said he had, right? If 2 spades can be anywhere from 5 to 10 points, right, just trying to show a fit, then we have more than that. We have a constructive hand. We don't have some weak competitive hand. So we need to make a bid. And we might as well, if we bid 3 spades here, it looks a lot more like we have 4 spades. We can actually make a forward-going bid, showing our partner something more about our hand, just in case it's necessary for balancing even later. So the right bid here, I believe, is 3 diamonds, right? Partner knows we're not game going. Everybody can read the points that are on the table. Everybody knows no one's going to game. I'm going to bid 3 diamonds though, and tell partner, hey, I have extras. You know, it's not some crappy bid. I have constructive hand, and since I passed first, my partner's going to probably be thinking 8 to 11 points. Goes back to East. East doesn't have any more to say. They've already said it. They're not going to go to the 4 level, so they'll pass. And we get back to South. Now, if you remember, in this little spinning table, South is the person who had the 11-point hand who started this mess. Right? I'm not going to leave it diamonds, obviously, since we have a spade fit, but in no way is going to jump anywhere past 3 spades. And now, the question is, do we buy it for 3 spades? You bidding on with West's hand? No, you said your bid. Right? You drove them up from 1 spade to 3 spades, and it's time to be happy and try to set it. There's no reason to bid the 4 level over a 3 level bid like that. North? Well, North just happy just to have gotten to 3 spades, and never really thought anything more than that was going to happen, so 3 spades. And East passes out. East had the crappy hand, right? They don't have anything more to say. So South buys it for 1 spade after opening that kind of that 11-point hand. Probably higher than he wants to be, but in this competitive auction, where it looked a lot like they could make 3 clubs, and there's a chance we can make 3 spades. Maybe, who knows? But the lead is the club. We can see they had a 9-card club fit. So they have they're going to get 2 clubs. They can get the ace of hearts for 3 of them. They get the ace of spades for 4. So they got 4 tricks going in. We've got losers in hearts and diamonds. We don't want to go down 3 because that's negative 150. And we don't want to go down 2, but even that, if they were making 3 clubs, then it's a wash, right? If they were making 3 clubs, you know, then they would have made 110. We would have been negative 110. If we go down 2 here, we're negative 100. There is literally no difference in those scores at imps, right? There is no difference. That's a wash, right? So, are they making clubs? Well, presumably they have a 6-3 fit. They're going to get, if they get 6 clubs, they get a diamond, that's 7. They get the ace of hearts, that's 8. They get the ace of spades, that's 9. At the tables, we had 2 tables that were allowed to play 3 clubs, and they actually make 10. Right? So they were that's for north-south. That's a negative 130. If north-south was allowed to play 2 spades, they make, right? So by bidding clubs, East has gotten to a makeable contract when they were looking at negative 110. We got 1 partnership in 3 spades down 1, which I think is the right contract. I think that this is the contract that it should be in. And north-south makes negative 50. Now, because a couple of other north-souths were allowed to play 3 spades, right? They end up not getting a good score for this negative 50. But once east-west goes to 3 clubs, you got to be in 3 spades. Now, you got to bring it home. You can't lose 3, but that shouldn't be a problem. Presumably, they'll take a couple club tricks. Maybe they'll switch here first. Yeah. 9-8 up there, just in case I need to get up there, since they're all equals. They take the club trick, so that's 3. They have the ace of hearts coming for 4. And I don't see much of a way for us to avoid losing another red card. Spades split evenly. Spades split evenly. We got 1 more out there. I'm just going to grab it since I don't think I'm going to be roughing. I can't rough in his hand. The doubler, okay, I'm not going to touch hearts. I would much rather have them just take their ace of hearts. So I'm going to lead a diamond. The doubler was West, so I'm going to play him for having an honor. And I'll lead up here. And sure enough, 1 comes down. And still not, I'm going to let it go. Lose that diamond. Now the 10 diamonds is good. And they take their heart trick. Right? And now we get the rest. So down 1. And in a perfect world, right, where everybody thought the same during a competitive auction, we'd be really happy with going negative 50 instead of going negative 110, or negative 130 is what happened when people were allowed to play 2 clubs. Partner opens 20, 21. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 31 points altogether, or 32 points. And the real problem is just how to bid this. We should be looking at slam. If we're at 32 points or 31 points, 1 or 2 points is not a lot to make up by distribution. We seem to have a flat hand here. We do have a 5-card heart suit. Stick a couple of honors in each hand in heart suit, and we're going to make lots of tricks. So the first thing to do is to bid 3 diamonds. Transfer. The problem here is, where do we go next? And the one thing that I wanted to point out on this hand is what 4 no trump means here. Okay, if we want 4 no trump to be a key card ask or Blackwood, then we need to be making a Texas transfer. We need to have 6 hearts, and we need to be making a Texas transfer at the 4 level, right? So we go 4 diamonds. If we had 6 hearts, we go 4 diamonds, they'd bid 4 hearts, and then we would bid 4 no trump, right? So, and now we're saying hearts are trump, show me your key cards. Here, 4 no trump is different. 4 no trump here is quantitative. 4 no trump is saying, partner, if there is something special about your hand, if you've got a reason to think that your 2021 is undervalued, then I have enough for us to go to slam. And the robots are saying it's 12 points. I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? And I've got this 5-card suit, which is worth something. 5-card suits in the dummy are always worth something, right? So I'm going to bid 4 no trump quantitative. I'm going to get out of the seat because I want to play it for fun. And partner goes to 6 no trump. So I gave him a choice of slams, right? I said you can be in, first of all, you can just say I don't have enough to go further and pass 4 no trump. Second, I have 5 hearts, you could play 6 hearts if you wanted, or in theory you could play 5 hearts, right? Or if you have a slam hand, you can bid 6 hearts, you can bid 6 no trump. He chose 6 no trump. Got 1 to 6 no trump, and at the 7 tables yesterday, they went down 1. So is it there or is it not there? Well, we've got ace of spades, king of spades, that's 2. Ace of hearts, king of hearts, that's 3. We've got a finessable position. We can finesse north for the king of clubs. That'd be, but we only have 2 right now, right? The ace, jack, 10, queen will guarantee us 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 3 diamond tricks for 9. So we have 9 full tricks, and we need to find 3 more, right? And the club finesse is one of them, obviously. And also the hearts are a possibility. And what we're missing in hearts is queen, jack, and then we will be fine. And so, do we want to let a spade go? Well, we're going to probably have to lose a heart, so I don't think we want to do that. What we're really trying to do is set up that heart suit. Should West have played 6 hearts? Well, they were a balanced hand. They weren't lying. Jack of hearts falls. Just need to find the queen of hearts now. Itself, that would be sweet. And we didn't. King, north had king, queen. So we now have, let's take stock. We've lost 1, can lose no more. North has shown up with the king, queen of hearts. So if I were a betting man right now, I would bet the king of clubs is offside. And that's not very helpful to us. That's not very helpful to us. So let's assume the hearts are breaking now. They are, actually, we know that. And so we have 3 tricks in the bag. 3 hearts is 6. The ace of clubs is 7. We have 3 diamonds for 10. So it looks like we're going to need to have the club finesse. There's no way to get around it. Okay. We can cash out our hearts. We can cash out our diamonds, and we can cash out our hearts. and then take the club finesse, I guess, might make sense, right? I think it's all coming down to that. Do we want to, well, we might as well clear the heart suit, since nobody's going to be leading that. We can clear the spade suit out because we have two losers there. And then we can play the diamonds. We're watching, hoping some people pitch some clubs as it gets tight here. There goes one. There goes another. And now here we are. And feels like we're going against the odds, but there's nothing more you can do here. Hearts probably would have been the better contract, but let's see what happens. And we do well. And we catch the queen of clubs where we need it. North had 5-7 of the points, missing points. And a little bit against the odds, but we had no choice but to play it this way. So you do what you need to do on this hand, and you get you make the slam. I don't bid 4 hearts here. My partner, right? I have a great hand. Let's give North 9 points. Okay, it's passed, so he doesn't have a whole bunch. Let's just give him 9 points, right? Let's give him the ace of spades and the ace of diamonds. Now, what contract do you want to be in? Right? That's 8 points, right? And it's starting to look like slam. Give him ace queen of spades, so no spade losers, and give him give him the ace of diamonds, right? That's 10 points, right? Still, he would have passed. I just don't think you can jump to 4 hearts here, is my point. I think you're too strong to jump to 4 hearts. That said, you can't really just bid 1 heart because you don't need a whole lot to make game either. So I'm going to keep control of this auction. I'm going to try to anyways, by doubling. And my partner bids, and this is all I need to go to game. Right? I'm going to be happy going to game here. I know now my partner has some values in spades. East and West are bidding, though. Neither one of them had to bid, right? So they're bidding. So now it's looking to me like my partner doesn't have a whole lot. East has, at least 12. Well, he bid again over the spade without any reason to. So, he could have up to 15 points according to the robots. But give him now a good opener. Give him 13, 14 on top of our 9, 12, 13, 15. Right? That's 28 points right there. And West had something. West had no obligation to bid when he bid the diamonds. Right? So now I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't have slam. I don't need to worry about that. And now I would bid 4 hearts. Good enough. We're not looking for our partner to have much. And he had something. Right? He had no obligation to bid spades once the opponents had bid.